in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown up here? Alright, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy, yeah, that's who I am. Running your mind's like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, take your pick. Alone in your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy, it's what you need. While you chase the crooks and I take the lead. Living rent free, that's my name. Go ahead, say it, put some respect on your name. Man, I'm too old, well here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains while you're stuck with the lies. You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants, stuck in your headspace with no end to sight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm owning your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm the VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see you're confused, trying to get it right. Spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you've got it figured, but you got it all wrong. I've been running your minds all along. But sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should. Because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. Yeah, keep it up, keep trying, but you'll be stuck with Daddy for life. I'm Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, owning your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.
Oh, hello, Mo. That's so good.
Hello.
You know, I did this morning, and I was like, I didn't even cover like 1/10 of the amount of stuff that I meant to cover, or there is to cover.
Believe me, I mean, there was enough with the I fell asleep this weekend. I wake up and there is like a hit piece out on Emily C. It's like 900 eons have passed in internet time. So I feel Rip Van Winkled. Like I'm
Yeah.
like, what
I
time
mean,
period? NTM, I had this weird dream and you were there and you were there.
Emily C is out there using foul language and all kinds of stuff.
I know.
But this brings me to this.
Miriam, you're a great girlfriend, and I've really enjoyed like every bit of the last 6 months that we spent together.
So much fun.
But I'm breaking up with you.
No, you're not.
I'm saying that our relationship is over. We're done.
Oh, they're gonna be married with 3 kids.
No, we're not.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I thought this might be how this goes. Okay, I need to grab something from my room.
Oh yeah, take your time. I'll be here. Waiting for you.
Yeah. 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 Thank you.
Go out the window, dude.
Did it work?
Nope. She said no again, Claire.
What is her problem?
I don't know, but she's got a lot of them. Claire, we need to move to Plan B.
Mikey, I don't like Plan B.
I know you don't, but here's the thing, is that girl's insane in there, and she won't let me break up with her, so I need her to break up with me, so help me with Plan B.
I don't know, Mikey.
Really? Gonna back out on me like that?
Mikey, I don't wanna.
You're my best friend, fucking help me.
Okay.
Okay, all right, let's do this, remember. 6 months?
Oh, can I slap you?
What?
I'm not an actress, so I feel like if I slap you, it'll just make it feel more real.
Claire, it's gonna feel real. Just use your words.
And Mo
God,
makes
fine.
the
You
appearance.
can't hit me. My face is very sensitive.
Whatever. Oh, Mikey. You really are the best boyfriend.
Wait, no!
Who are you?
I'm Miriam, Mikey's girlfriend.
Ha, good one. I'm Mikey's girlfriend, and we've been together for 6 months.
What? I've been dating Mikey for 6 months.
Oh no, I'm busted.
Wait, so that means...
Mikey, have you been cheating on me?
No.
At the same time, you've been cheating on me?
Okay, guys, I can explain.
Oh my goodness.
Explain yourself now, you nasty man.
I was about to.
Get to it.
Okay.
We don't have all day, cheater.
Okay, yes. Yes. I was cheating on the both of you with each other. I was two-timing, and I didn't think I'd get caught, but I did. And now I'm really sorry and embarrassed by what I did.
You only feel horrible because you got caught. You don't care about either of us.
Claire, don't hit me again.
Well, I just wanted to show you how heartbroken I am. How heartbroken we are, I'm sure. I'm breaking up with you.
Damn it. I mean, yeah, though, that is the right response. You know, when you find out somebody's cheating on you, you break up with them. I deserve to be broken up with. And I totally understand if you want to break up with me right now. Like, right now?
Should have gone out the window.
No, I'm not gonna break up with you.
What?
I'm not breaking up with you.
But
Well, he was cheating on us.
I don't care.
you don't
She doesn't care.
care.
If you cheated on me, then that means that there was something that I wasn't doing for you.
No.
Well, now that is a crazy take.
That's bananas.
Very unhealthy.
It was nothing. You were perfect.
No, whatever it is, I want to do it. I'm willing to do it. I want to do it for you. I want to do it better for you and for us, for our future.
Owens.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you. That
Poor
is
Owens.
wow. Okay, I just want to I was cheating on you the entire time we were together.
I know. And then you said that you feel horrible about it.
And that was an exaggeration because Claire was actually right. I don't feel horrible about it. I just feel bad that I got caught. So,
Mikey, honestly, if you can just promise never to see Claire again, I think that we can move forward from this.
well, I can't promise that. Really.
What?
Yeah, I can't. I love Claire, and I love doing it with her, and all the stuff that comes with that. So I'm probably just gonna keep cheating on you with her if we stay together. So break up with me, you know? Unless you want to get cheated on, because that's what I'm gonna do.
Fine.
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 You can keep dating the both of us.
How did we?
Now, what the hell?
What I feel like you're saying here is that you want to do a throuple, and I'm open to it.
No, Miriam, that is not at all what I'm saying. What I'm saying is. What do you mean throuple? You mean like the three of us would Miriam, true love is hard to walk away from, you know? And what's up?
Just quick.
I think we're getting there.
I'll be right back.
Oh. Just 1 second. Smart. Oh my god. What's up?
What? What do you mean, what's up?
I mean, like, we're doing this, right? We're having a threesome?
Mikey, no. We're not doing a threesome.
Why?
We're not dating. We're not together. Do you remember that?
Yeah?
So it's not happening. Just move on. Okay? She's crazy. Obviously, she's crazy. I don't like to say that about women, but she's obviously crazy. So you just need to get in there, pull the plug, just wrap it up, please.
Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Whatever makes you happy.
Are you upset about the fucking threesome?
Obviously, Claire. Obviously, I'm sorry about the threesome,
Okay,
so.
move on, please.
Fine. Thank you for helping me. Okay, Miriam, I'm not gonna do a throuple with you.
Okay, so it's just you and me then?
No, okay, Miriam. I don't want to do a throuple with you. I also don't want to do a couple with you. I don't want to do a situationship with you. I don't want to be with you.
Fake
You
your
don't
own
mean
death.
that.
No, but I do. I do mean that, which is why I'm saying it.
No.
Yes, God, yes, we are.
No.
How do you not get it? How do you not get it? We're done.
You can love me again. You don't.
I can't love again because I never loved you, Miriam. Ever.
What?
I'm just
Never.
imagining
Not once.
this
Not for
with
a single
Danish
second did I
accent.
ever love you.
No reason.
Prove it.
Okay, how?
Kiss her.
What?
What?
If you don't love me and you've never loved me, then you can kiss another girl right in front of me. And then I'll leave.
Well, I mean, if that's the only way, then I... Come here.
Ew! No. Okay, no. You are insane. You're a pussy. Just break up with her, let him break up with you, and be done with it. And everyone move on. And it's done. And I'm going home. I don't even bye.
What?
Mo with every situation.
Yes.
Well, that didn't work.
Yeah, I told you this plan was stupid.
It's not... We made it to the kiss.
Yeah, guess we did make it to the kiss.
I almost kissed her.
Almost.
Yeah. Well, thanks for helping.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's what friends are for.
If this wasn't near real life with a couple real life situations.
Yeah. It would just be like, oh my gosh.
Like I'm saying, I'm imagining with this with a Danish accent.
Mm-hmm.
And then Laura Owens.
I mean, there were
Oh, and speaking of the Laura Owens, well, here we go with the bankruptcy case. And I do want to say thanks to I can never say this. The ninja. Let's just say
Yes.
that. And I'll turn on the closed captionings and I will speed it up just a little bit because this is a very long hearing. Very long. But it's like 2.5 hours and we'll be interrupting, I know. So I'll just speed it up just a tad.
Us?
Not us. Never. And
Schnitzel Ninja. We are on the record. As I said, my name is Jennifer Giaimo. I'm an attorney with the United States Trustee's Office. We are here telephonically in the matter of Elizabeth Ann Naylor and Ronald Stephen Owens. This is case number 26-5144. We are here for the first continued meeting of creditors pursuant to 11 U.S.C. Section 341. It is July 16th, 2026, and the time is 10 a.m. May I please have an appearance by Miss Naylor and Mr. Owens separately?
Yes, this is Elizabeth Ann Naylor, and I am pro se in this case.
And I'm Ronald Stephen Owens.
Okay.
And I'm also pro se.
Thank you. I understand that we have a lot
Why
of people
does
on the
Ron
call, but
sound
I
like
believe
he's been recorded on a talk boy? They don't let him out of his kennel, and they're like, "Okay, I need you to say these statements." And they've got the talk boy, and then it's like, "Ron, are you okay?" Yes. And they're like,
Yes.
"Are you sure?" Yes.
yes. They will lay into her. This is the best.
Oh, I know. Also, you've been married to Ron Owens and milking him dry for the last 40 years. Could you take his last name, you heifer?
Yeah. Why hasn't she taken his last name? That's what I didn't understand.
Are the Naylors a royal line? Is there a long lineage of Naylors of high birth?
High birth. I mean, I'm surprised that Laura didn't take the name. Could have been Laura Naylor. Maybe
Don't
she could have
give her
got something out of
ideas.
that. I mean, she could have got something out of it at least, nailed one way or the other. I mean,
I will say that you do get a really good idea of where Laura may have gotten some of her current dramatic stress syndrome.
You think?
I'm
Most
not
of
a
them are just
doctorologist,
observers.
but
Is there anybody on the line that is a creditor or interested party that wants to make an appearance? No one. Okay. All right. Mr. and Mrs. Owens, your testimony today, I'm going to be asking you questions, and it's going to be under oath and subject to penalty of perjury. Do you understand that?
I do. Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to ask you each individually to answer this question. Are either of you under the influence of any medicine or have any condition that would impact your ability to understand my questions or to testify truthfully?
No.
No.
Okay. Having said that, I want to remind you that you both need to remain on this call the entire time that I'm asking the questions, okay?
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then what we're going to do is when I ask a question, if one of you wants to answer, I'm assuming that it's going to be Miss Naylor that answers. Mr. Owens, and I'm actually going to say this to both of you. If one of you answers a question and you disagree with it, you need to state it on the record, okay? You need to say, actually, I disagree. This is what I would say. If you don't do that, then it's going to be assumed that you concur, agree with the testimony, okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So having said that, I need you on
That
your end
makes
to please
sense.
raise your right hands. And I'm going to ask that you both separately acknowledge the oath. Do you each solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I'm surprised you didn't go
I do.
Okay, thank
like
you.
to the truth, like a vampire.
Okay, so
like,
we're here.
Get it away. Get it off me. Don't get that stench of truth on me.
like facts.
Oh.
For your continued 341
Oh, she
meeting
punched you in
in
block?
the in your current Chapter 11 case. So you filed a Chapter 13 bankruptcy case on August 14th, 2025, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And at that time, you filed document schedules and statements in that case, correct?
Correct.
And you had an attorney that assisted you in filling those forms out, correct?
Correct.
And you read those and you signed those under penalty of perjury, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And then you initiated this current Chapter 11 case on May 22nd, 2026, correct?
Correct.
And you filed.
I mean, think about how fast they went through that bankruptcy. May, June, July.
I always find human behavior incredibly fascinating because who are the last people you would want to investigate you if you're doing all this shady crap?
The feds.
The feds. Who are you inviting when you file for bankruptcy? The feds. Who might have an in with the IRS to find, oh, you haven't filed tax returns for several years, or you only claimed $6,000?
Oh.
It just seems like the dumbest thing to have done. Lose the house, take your losses, and go.
Yeah, well, I mean, why would you hang on to this? Oh.
Filed at docket number 9 on May 22nd, 2026, another set of schedules and statements, correct?
Correct.
And you had an opportunity to read those before you signed them, right?
Yes.
And you signed those under penalty of perjury, correct?
Yes.
And then recently, in fact, the docket sheet reflects that it was docketed yesterday, July 15th, 2026. You filed amended schedules and statements, correct?
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, trying to cover your ass at the last minute, but we'll just amend these really quick. Because
and wasn't the amending all they did was send bank statements from 8 different accounts? They didn't amend or like show the accounting for each of these accounts. They basically just sent reams and reams of bank accounts.
yeah.
Not
Yeah.
even like we have a fake a set of books that we're going to send you ready to go.
See,
Part of me wonders how it would be to wander through life and just think YOLO, everything's going to work out fine.
Well, And here's, and I've never had to go through a bankruptcy, so I don't know how all of that works. And but I'm actually learning quite a bit about like this process. Like you have to file these schedules, and if you're not accurate on those schedules, they can hit you with perjury, and those are federal charges. Like they don't play. Like bankruptcy doesn't play with you.
Yeah.
But even by omitting the things, that can look really bad because that's something that you did. That was the schedule that you were supposed to fill out. And if you signed off on it and agreed to everything in those schedules, they will come knocking on your door if they find out that you lied. That's not what
Yeah.
you want to be doing. You don't want to
Yeah,
be lying
you
on this.
cannot talk yourself out of this. The federal government does not care. They went after Wesley Snipes when he was at the height of like Blade fame. Well, also Tu Wong Fu, but I might be the only one that put Tu Wong Fu above Blade. So, I just
Yes.
he made a handsome woman oddly.
So bad.
Yes.
And you also signed those under penalty of perjury, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I just want to start with the amendments that were filed or were docketed yesterday. You knew that the amendments were due on June 26th, right?
Yes.
I mean, you acknowledged that. I have a transcript of the hearing in front of Judge Wansley, and you expressly acknowledged that you had to have your amendments on file by June 26th. Isn't that correct?
Baseball trooper.
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell me why, Miss Naylor or Mr. Owens, why you waited until the day before this 341 meeting to file those amendments?
The reason was because
Balls.
we had been
Audacity.
attempting to hire an attorney to represent us, and
Okay, Shizzy,
we
pause.
realized
What in the Theodore Edgecombe Odyssey to find an attorney is this bullshit? I mean, this is like I had to search far and wide to find an attorney. Like we're not in America where attorneys are free to advertise.
Well, no, you have to find the right attorneys that's going to play along with your bullshit. See, that's the thing.
Well,
Most
yeah.
upfront attorneys that handle bankruptcy, they know that you're dealing with the federal government, and they do not want to lose their ability to practice law. They are not going to allow you to do shit.
Yeah, but again, it's this positing at this as this great like legal odyssey. like
We were searching for a
climb
bankruptcy
every
attorney,
mountain,
and all we could
ford every stream.
we kept looking in the yellow pages, and all we kept finding was like all these places were out of business. Like I can't figure it out. When
She
was the yellow
went up to
pages
the
last
tallest
printed?
mountain in
1986.
Arizona. Did the Ricola horn for like lawyer attorney bankruptcy. And now JG Wentworth is stuck in my head. Damn it. I just got that song out of my head.
that we needed third-party funds in order to hire an attorney post-petition. We searched for third-party funds, and we were unable to get that. We realized that Chapter 11 is a very difficult legal chapter to negotiate if you're not an attorney. And so it became very clear to us that we really needed to dismiss the case.
Okay, I understand that. However, did you want to say something, Mr. Owens?
No.
Okay.
No, I was starting to continue, and so it was my
I'm sorry, hold on.
that
I got to stop you. Hold on. Somebody has their phone unmuted because I'm hearing some background noise from another place. I don't know what. Yeah, everybody please mute your phones because we're hearing somebody's followed by the pound sign on their phone. You're interrupting this meeting if you're not going to have your phone on mute, please. Okay,
Yeah.
let me back up. So you were explaining that the
Good on her. Like don't tolerate that shit, you know?
Yeah, but doesn't she have the ability to mute people?
No.
Oh,
No, it would be the clerk that would have that ability. Or somebody else that's control. She's not controlling the
oh, yeah. I was
it,
thinking she's not the judge. She doesn't have mute
right.
powers.
Right. The only ability she has is this a new hearing? This is a hearing that took place on July 16th. So I was not here, unfortunately. So I couldn't be doing it.
reason you failed.
Recognized. Please re-enter your access code followed by the pound sign.
Okay. Can everybody please listen and mute your phone? I'm not sure. Okay. Let's hope that did it. You were explaining.
And I you know, if you are listening in on one of these hearings, keep your shit muted. It's not freaking hard.
No.
There's a big red button there that says mute. Idiots.
Yes.
Meaning that the reason that you failed to timely file your schedules and statements by June 26th was because you were looking for an attorney. That's what you're basically saying?
Yes, my understanding
Thanks,
really
little
was
ducky.
that I needed an attorney to navigate this entire process the right way. And when it became apparent that we weren't going to be able to get one in time, we filed for the dismissal. And then my feeling was that since we filed for dismissal, that those documents were no longer going to be needed.
Okay, but there was no court order that said that you didn't need to file those documents.
No, again, I didn't understand the process.
Okay, well.
Hey, Jack's mom, how you doing? Good to see you. I love the pup. I love her Muppet. That's awesome, isn't it? She's got a Muppet pup.
Oh.
You filed your motion to dismiss on the same day that or 2 days before the documents were due. And we did have a hearing on July 1st, and you were told on July 1st that you needed to get those amendments on file, correct?
Correct.
But yet you waited until yesterday? I mean, I'm really flabbergasted that you would think that would be appropriate time for me to go through the amended schedules, that I would only have the file stamp copies less than a full day before the 341 meeting. So you're saying... Yeah, go ahead.
My understanding is that we had sent those in earlier, and the auditor in the initial debtor interview a few days ago already had them and was going through. In the hour-long conversation I had with her.
She might have had your unfile stamped copy, but I won't work off of a copy that you provided me that was not proven to have been filed.
Yes.
Yeah, she has to have, it's a chain of custody thing. This is a court. Every piece of paperwork has to be accounted for, has to have, a chain of custody, where it came from.
And because whenever you're filing that, you're confirming that this is the correct document. So, because what could easily happen is I could file something and then show you a paper that's completely different. And, just because somebody's looking at documentation, it is your job to file what needs to be filed. It's like I've dealt with this with a lot of the work that we do, where somebody, mails something to us and is just like, oh, I object to this. It's just like, what do you want me to do with this? I'm not filing this for you. If you're filing something pro se, you need to file something pro se. You can't just send me a document saying I object, because I'll tell you to kiss my ass, like, it's because I don't know where it came from. I'm just assuming this is some random person sending it to me. It's not filed in the docket. So,
Well, and this isn't how, this is typically why you would have a lawyer, because if there were certain things that she needed, he would be able to contact her and put it in the right format. And not only that, but he would know exactly what she'd need and would be able to format it. This is why people legitimately use bankruptcy. It's not a get out of jail free card. I mean, these debtors want their money back. It's not, oh, you can run up a bunch of debt and then, YOLO. No, they're going to go through. They might get pennies on the dollar. They might not get very much, but they are going to claw back what they can claw back.
So in any event, we'll have to just move on, but you do acknowledge that you failed to timely file your amendments, correct?
Correct. If that's the case, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that.
Okay. All right. So let me just ask you, since that you filed this case on May 22nd, have you made any mortgage payments?
No.
No. Okay, but I did notice you produced to me copies of about 18 months worth of bank statements for 8 bank accounts with Bank of America, correct?
Oh,
Correct.
Okay, and I did notice that 11 days after this bankruptcy was filed, you paid about $2,900 for life insurance.
you haven't paid your mortgage, but you've paid for life insurance?
Yeah, especially when you know they're going to be looking at your accounts. Why would you do that? Especially if it's a whole life plan, they're typically insured, so they will borrow against whatever you would get to
Right.
kind of keep the whole life going for a certain amount of payments. So, and it gets really crass here where they're basically talking about Ron like he's a commodity in death. It's very, I understand the logic to it, and that logically, yeah, life insurance with him being, having the issues that he has, I can understand the sort of logic to it, but there's also just audacity that continues to be displayed. Like, she doesn't even get what would be wrong with that.
No. That's it's like, do you realize that that's a little creepy? That you're more concerned? Oof.
Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Can you explain to me why you would do that after the case was filed, that you would pay? I mean, would you agree that that's not a necessary expense for your sustenance and living?
Well, it is in the sense that if that's not paid and that lapses, that would be a huge issue for our living.
Well, it's not. You're not.
Having a roof over your head or paying life insurance would be a huge inconvenience for your living.
Yeah, it's just incredibly it's an incredibly oblivious way to live. And to it just doesn't make any sense, and you can kind of understand where they're in financial issues even with the amount of money that they're taking in, because they seem to be financially stupid.
Yeah, that's what it appears to be. Isn't Ron pulling in something like $21,000 a month?
Yeah.
I mean, that's more than some people make an entire year. Well, yet they can't seem to afford the basic necessities.
Well, and it's such a slap in the face because so many people, again, they talk about the, vast conspiracy wing, or, online hate, smear, complaint, whatever conspiracy they've cooked up. But they don't understand how rankling this is going to be, even if you don't know, even if you randomly, come across Schnitzel Ninja.
Snitchel, yes, the ninja.
I swear, I feel like I'm having a stroke every time because I'm like, I know I can do this. I have a command of the English language, and every time it's like, turn in, yeah, pretty much. But it's such an affront to people who work hard, who people who make do with so much less, and here they are bitching like, "Well, we had to go to a third party and we had to go search for money to pay for a lawyer." You have $21,000 a month with which you can play with. I'm sorry.
Like, I mean, I understand that he needs specialized care because of his Parkinson's. I believe that's what he has, is Parkinson's. So he does need a little bit of specialized care. But I've seen their plays. Like, if you're having a hard time making $21,000 a month last, what the F are you blowing your money on? Like, this makes no sense to me. Do you run the AC at, like, 10 degrees all the time or something in that house, that
Well,
your electric bill is
yeah.
that high? Are you
I
are you constantly taking showers that your water bill? I mean, I don't understand how you can go through that kind of money.
well, that and what were you doing with the money that you were supposed to be spending on your mortgage? I mean, even if you did have a legitimate grievance with the, mortgage company, an attorney or anyone is going to tell you to put that money into an account as a show of good faith as you're negotiating. Don't, use that
Right.
money for anything else. If they had legitimate grievances with their mortgage company, which I don't think they do, but if they did, it still behooves you to save that money and not spend like a jackass.
Yeah.
Getting it's life insurance, so nobody would get a payout until somebody dies, right?
Well,
Well,
correct with this particular policy, yes.
Okay, so I help me understand then how paying life insurance is a necessity while you're in a Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
Well, because I view it as something that is a necessity. Yeah.
Okay, you're saying that,
to,
but you're not getting any money
the
currently from that life insurance policy, right? That's money that would only come to you in the event that either you or Mr. Owens passed away.
Correct, but it's been a policy for 30 years, for probably more than 30 years, so to allow it to lapse would seem to be not a very responsible decision.
Okay, but you think that it was more important to pay life insurance instead of your mortgage on your home you're living in?
yeah.
Well, the issue with regard to the mortgage, as I say, we have been trying to deal with the mortgage company for quite a while. We have had different violations, and the $2,900.
Okay, now you're avoiding the question. Like, all this other shit that you're talking about, lady, what are you talking? She asked you one simple question. In what world do you think that your life insurance policy is more important than having a roof over your head and paying your freaking mortgage? And then she goes off on, well, this, and it's like, no,
Now,
stop.
this is a very fascinating thing because what you are going to see is two people having a parallel conversation. And it's very interesting because the amount of effort that, Miss Naylor puts into, crafting these ridiculous answers. Bless the trustee, oh gosh, the state representative, because dear Lord, I'd have hung up on her. I'd have hung up on her because once I realize we are in a parallel conversation and you are not listening to me and or receiving anything I am saying, I check out of conversations. I will not have them. There is no point to having a conversation with a wall.
No. And my wife sometimes will end up having these parallel conversations. And at that point, we just turn around and walk away because we're both like scratching our heads going, what in the hell? I don't understand what he was talking about. And I'm like, I don't know what the hell she was talking about.
Yeah, and it's funny because it'll happen in marriage or with people you are very related to, and you'll have these parallel conversations where you're just talking past each other. But it is funny, and God bless the trustee because I'd have hung up. I'd have said, "You're coming in for a deposition. I am not wasting any more time."
Yeah. Yeah. I'd agree with you on
that we
that.
paid to the life insurance would not have done anything with regard to saving the home. It just wouldn't have been enough money to save the home.
No, but it's something that you could have made that kind of payment to show some kind of good faith effort to try to pay your mortgage, but you opted instead to pay life insurance, right?
No, I disagree with that from the standpoint that
From the standpoint, no, please tell the federal government the context.
No, you can't disagree with that. That's true.
Shizzy, but that's not her truth.
No, the truth is you weren't paying your mortgage, but you were paying your life insurance. That's what she just said. She said you were paying your mortgage, you were paying your life insurance over paying your mortgage. And she goes, well, that's not true. Let's
This
do it
is where you
again.
realize, I know, this is where you realize they are having a parallel conversation, that Miss Naylor has not heard a word and is just going on to the voices that are speaking in her head.
Well, her and Laura both.
That kind of payment to show some kind of good faith effort to try to pay your mortgage, but you opted instead to pay life insurance, right?
no, I disagree with
You opted instead to pay life insurance, which that's absolutely
You know,
true.
at this point, she should have pulled out the old Adam Savage quote, I reject your reality and insert my own. I mean, at least have fun with it. If you're going to reject reality whole cloth, have fun with it. Go crazy. You know this is going to be recorded. Like, I'd be showing my ass. I mean, look, I wouldn't be tempting the feds, okay? Mo doesn't do that.
No.
But
But
if I were
was,
fully aware that this was, that I was going to look like an ass, I would go full blown ass. I'd take that up to Spinal Tap 11. I'd be like, I reject your reality and insert my own.
yes,
Hookers and blackjack, Your Honor. Hookers and blackjack.
all of
It's
it.
called diversification, Your Honor.
that from the standpoint that if you had seen the statements that we were getting from the mortgage company, we were getting statements indicating that the only thing that would save the house would be to make a full payment of the arrears, or
Yes,
alternatively,
this is typically
a full
what happens.
monthly payment of the amount that was due. There was absolutely no indication.
The amount that was, or monthly payments of the amount that was due. You heard what she just said. The full payments of the amount that was due. At this point, I would say, can you stop for a second? So, what were the monthly payments that they were requesting were due? And if she goes, well, no, what were they requesting? The full you just said the full monthly amounts due. What were the full?
Oh,
Why should it be like 1,500 or
she's
2,000?
Elizabeth has thought about this. Liz has thought about this, and she came unprepared. She doesn't have a lick of paperwork in front of her. She has thought about this, and she has realized that if she don't have paperwork in front of her, it is somewhat akin to the Fifth Amendment, and you cannot be forced to incriminate yourself by the words that you said if they're not in front of you.
After Hours Respawn, better known as my former friend MG. Just kidding. After Hours, it says Jennifer should demand copies of the mortgage statements. Yeah. That man right there would know what they're talking about
Yes.
right there.
That $2,900 would have gone anywhere to save the home. And as I say, at that point also, the home was scheduled for a foreclosure auction anyhow for, I believe it was July the 28th. So it didn't seem like a $2,900 payment would have, done anything at all to save the house at that point. And we also, again, had been dealing with the mortgage company. We had just sent them a letter about a notice of error and issues that we were bringing up to them. So it was.
I love how she's clicking right now. Jennifer is just sitting there with her. You can hear her just click, 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 click on the mouse, just like, oh,
she is just like, I promised my anger management coach I wasn't going to go off again. What was that thing they told me? Breathe deeply in, count to 4. Wait, what's the second step?
Put down the firearm. Put down the
Pretty
firearm.
much.
The mortgage issues were in dispute at that point.
All right. Well, do you know whether the foreclosure is going to proceed? I believe it's at the end of July.
We were notified after we brought up our concerns with regard to the violations that we believe had happened in terms of the mortgage. We were notified that they have pushed out the foreclosure auction to September the 29th. And our hope is that we will be able to reach some sort of a resolution before then.
Okay. All right. I'm going to.
Monthly mortgage payments were around 14,000. That doesn't sound right.
How many mortgages did they have on this house? How many times did they refinance this?
What? That makes no sense. Like, because at 14,000, that I've seen that house. That maybe the property, but that's only that house is like, it is like a small 3-2 house.
Yeah.
It is so tiny that I can't imagine that house itself is worth more than about $150,000, $200,000. Like, maybe if they had, if they're sitting on a whole bunch of really prime acreage, but in Arizona, there really isn't that much prime acreage. I don't see it being that expensive.
In the very ritzy part of Arizona, I mean, I don't know how the home prices are, so I don't know relative to Indiana if they would be considered expensive or cheap.
Yeah, I mean, I know what houses like the size that they have would cost in Atlanta. Atlanta's not cheap, and a house that size, just even in a pretty decent neighborhood, maybe 300,000.
Chad is saying they have a lot of HELOCs with a super high rate, and they've basically withdrawn all the equity.
Oh, what? No, that's stupid.
Yeah, for the love of Cheetos, did they not have an accountant?
No, they who knows why people do crazy crap like this? Like, I don't understand why you do that unless you just needed the money to do like some work on the house. I mean, that's what you would use the equity for. Like if you're using equity to buy other property, that's a bad business plan. Because what if you have to do major repairs to this property? I mean, it makes not a whole lot of sense to me. It just sounds like they're really shitty managing their money.
Yeah, this sounds, and again,
$5
bankruptcy
million?
is not to, excuse bad behavior. I mean, they're going to have to change their entire lifestyle if they, make it through this bankruptcy without, bracelets of a steel nature.
Yeah, if that house is 1.5 million, you need to just let that shit go. Like, seriously.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
1.5 million? No way. Now I've seen the house with the little casita on the out. That is a dump of a place. I mean, it is not impressive at all.
It isn't, and it's also just, it's kind of sad. What do they have to show for all of this spending and keeping up with the Joneses? At the end of the day, they're not going to be left with much, and they'll be lucky if they escape federal prison.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, 1.5 million for that? Jeez. I mean, the house that I live in is like twice the size of their house. And
I'm thinking about,
it didn't cost that much.
I'm thinking about, because my house is extraordinarily huge, but it was built by a family with 7 kids.
Right.
So it's tri-level and it's 6,900 square feet.
Oh yeah, that's bigger than mine. And you're going, my house is not worth 1.5 million.
No, I mean, I do ask for it when you get those random people like, "Hey," and they know your
Hey.
name, and you're like, "The hell are
Oh,
you?"
yeah.
And they're like, "Well, what would you think about selling your house?" And I'm like, "Do I
Sure.
know you? Also, I feel like I need an adult. I'm only 18." Or something, I'll usually or they'll be
You know
like,
what? I love whenever people are doing that because they're just like, "Oh, you interested in selling your house?" Just like, absolutely. How much you willing to buy it for? And then whenever they're like, "Well, let's sit down and have a conversation." I'm like, "No, I can give you a price right now that I'll take." And they're just like, What sounds good to you?" I'm like, 30 million. And they look at you, they're like, "You're out of your mind," because nothing in my neighborhood would
Well,
go
I
for that.
usually say I have to ask the woman of the house. She's out at the salt mines, but I'll ask her when her shift's done.
She's down in the coal mines.
Look, depending on how much you piss me off and how much I've decided to mess with you, will determine the hilarity of my answers. And they can range.
My
Also, beware that I take this is being recorded as a challenge.
my wife, yeah, I've been wanting to do this because we have like a camera that has a two-way on it. And sometimes we'll get these people. My wife spends too much time with them, and sometimes I just feel like going, like turning on the little intercom on it and just going, "Hey, don't listen to that lady. She is crazy and she doesn't live here. She's just a housekeeper." Just
Well, that's like, because I can pull it off pretty deadpan, but, like, my husband and I would go to up to Walmart, and we'd, like, get carded or I'd get carded. He doesn't drink because he's nearly Canadian. But I'd get carded, and I'd be like, "Ooh, this one looks really like me. I found it in the parking lot." You know? And the cashier is always usually just not wanting to be there, and I'm like and they look at me, and I'm like, "It's a joke. I was trying to brighten up your day, honestly. Do you I'm going back to the DMV to lie about a new weight." So,
I found that what really lightens up their day is if you get just a little bit of like Vaseline on your finger and then rub it all over their scanner. That brightens up their day.
no,
Chapstick
no.
works too.
You know what pisses me off is when I have profiled and my, social avoidant self has picked the self-checkout and, I have profiled, I see an older woman that is running the self-checkout, and as soon as I get my booze or whatever, or my cough syrup for some reason, and I'm just there, they switch over and it's the 18-year-old. "I'm sorry, but I can't touch both. I have to wait for my person."
I do, you know what really pisses me off about the self-checkout? You idiots that don't know how to use the self-checkout, stop fucking using it.
If you
Like
need
the
the cashier's help for everything, do not use the self-checkout. You are not qualified.
if you can't pick stuff up out of your basket and run it across the scanner and load it into a bag and put it into your shopping cart, don't use the self-checkout. Nothing is more annoying than you've got two items in your hand and all the aisles are full and you've got some person standing there and they're trying to figure out how to scan a carton of eggs and they're just like uh uh or they sit down their freaking broccoli and they're going,
Why doesn't the magic cube do the magic?
you're just like, oh my god, like if you're that incompetent to use self-checkout, do not use it, because there's people that just are walking in there, they're grabbing a couple of things because they got water boiling on the stove at home. They just want to get their noodles and go.
We just don't want to people. We just want to be left alone.
We don't want to talk to a cashier that's going, "How you doing today? Did you find everything? Would you like to donate to the March of Dimes? Would you like to donate to?" No,
And why
I
is
just
it you
want you to
always
scan my
get
shit.
the chattiest and the slowest? I swear to God, I will be at the end of my rope, peopling. My social battery is done, and
See,
I get the "How you doing? You had a good day? Did you find everything? Oh my gosh, I didn't know they had this on the aisle." And I'm like,
how much did this cost?
and I'm like,
Run it through. It'll tell you.
I was like, "You have the scanner. You work here."
Here's the thing. I've got it down to a system. I walk in there, I set my stuff down on their belt. There's usually some old person in front of me, like trying to, you know, shift their parking brake off on their little push cart so they can, get moving. And as soon as they scan my first item, I've already got my card and I'm hitting it on the little thing. So it reads my card. Thank you very much, Gaia. It reads my card. My card's already put in there. It already knows that whenever it's all done and they go, "That's your total," just hit the enter button. And these idiots that are bagging stuff up, it's like, "Oh, well, let me put this package of eggs in here, and then I'm going to set that off to the side, and I'm going to stuff like your bag of potato chips over in this one, and then a box of crackers over." I'm like, "Stop." It's like give me that right here. I'm going to put the chips on top of that, and like all the light stuff goes on top of all the heavy shit. Just I don't care. Let's go. Let's go. I got places to be. You're wasting my time here.
Yeah, and I swear to God, you 18-year-old, you sweet summer child, if you try to put a single liter of Coke, let alone 2 liters, in one of them flimsy ass bags that they made environmentally friendly by making them half the thinness, so then you use 12 bags just to get it from your front door to your house, with the possibility that it's still gonna rip. Thank you for helping the environment, Captain Planet.
Now I'm especially kind to the slower ones, like
Yeah.
I'm not going to be mean and rush them,
No.
like, because they're doing the best they absolutely can, and I'm usually just I talk to them and talk to them by name, make sure that they're recognized, because I'm not going to mess with those. It's usually the ones
Well,
that are over there, and it's usually like the manager, just like,
just sitting there doing nothing.
yeah, it's like, oh God, sorry, scan all 8 dozen of the eggs and let me pay. Yeah, usually. Sorry.
Turn now. I want to talk to you about the GoFundMe
I get off on a
account,
tangent again.
or whatever you call it. I
It's
guess
the
GoFundMe
airing of
account
the
that you set up.
grievances.
Or well, let me ask you: are you the person that set up that GoFundMe page for Mr. Owens?
The GoFundMe was the idea of friends of ours who knew that we were really in a difficult situation at that point and suggested.
That's not what she asked.
I also love that this is like national treasure. Like, we have to get Nicolas Cage in here to figure out who these people were, because they don't want to. Have you heard of the grand smear campaign, against us? They don't want to be named.
That's not what she asked. She was like, "Did you set this up for Mr. Owens?" Well, it was in the prompting of no. It's a yes or
See,
no answer.
and this is where I want Neuralink, because I want to be able to hear what Jan hears, because it can't be what Jennifer actually said, because no logical functioning human being answers that question with the next statement that she is going to answer with, unless they obviously did not hear her. She is, maybe she's decoding from wingdings.
I don't know, decoding from something. But this is the biggest problem with a lot of people. They're trying to answer how they think you want them to answer and not answering the question. Like
Yeah.
that's what I think her problem is. She's trying to please her with her answers, and Jennifer, she's like, no, don't tell me what I want to hear. Like, I want you to answer the question.
Well, she's not telling her what she wants to hear. She's making sure that her narrative gets put out. And even to the detriment of actually answering like a rational human being, she will get these talking points out. Again, even if they're not logical for the conversation, it's so incredibly hilarious that she thinks she's doing a good job here. She's like, I just beat the hell out of Lady Liberty.
That based on the goodwill and the tremendous support and following that my husband has had over the years, that it would be a good thing to reach out to people who might want to help.
Okay, and so who's the person that authored the request for the donations on GoFundMe? Who wrote that?
Deep Throat.
That was initially authored by someone who was a friend who at the last minute decided once they...
It was someone who was the friend who at the last minute decided once they did something, or, it was, but
allegedly.
Allegedly.
I mean, this is a bigger state secret than the entire, Jeffrey list, daggone it.
Telling you.
We're going to learn about Las Vegas before we learn who the actual author of this brainstorm was.
This GoFundMe was.
Were really aware of what was going on with the smear campaign against us, did not want their name attached to it.
Well,
so I have administered the funds. The funds were going into my husband's
Does one
account.
Sign up for the
and
smear
I
campaign?
administered
Are there
them
like weekly
going to
meetings?
pay the
Is there a
bills after
secret
that.
handshake?
okay, so
There might be a separate handshake. That's what I'm guessing. Is this Lynette with playback slowed down? No, just intelligence slowed down.
No. Again, if you're going to go full a-hole, say Deep Throat, say Goebbels, just make Hans Christian Andersen. I mean, just fully go into it. You might get 5150'd, but you might get exonerated by reason of insanity, or you might really piss off the judge. This is not legal advice.
And Wes and Bama says probably Dushkin knew. Well, no, I don't think he did this either. It's a possibility that it was their own daughter that did it, or she wrote it and doesn't want anybody to know that she wrote it.
Yeah, because her welcome into the membership of Mensa is right on the way. They just lost the invitation somewhere in the mail.
Oh, that answer is so deceptive sounding. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
but I need to know the name of the person who authored the GoFundMe donation request.
Well, I'm the one who posted it.
Well, I asked who authored it. Who's the person that chose these words? Who wrote it?
Well, I posted it. She asked you that earlier. Time's passed. Now
this
she's
is not
asking.
Shake and Bake and I helped. It's GoFundMe fraud and I helped. Like what? Allegedly for comedian purposes.
Yes.
It was the work of friends of ours who had said.
Well, you said it was one friend that doesn't want to be involved, and I'm sorry, but I need to know his name.
His, her, whatever their name is, I need to know their name. Well, they don't want to be involved in this. It doesn't matter. They are involved as soon as you're saying that this person authored it, because you're saying you didn't author it. Somebody else did. Who authored it? Answer the question.
When Chandler Halderson has a sounder plan than you might want to go back to the drawing board.
Yes.
What's his name?
Well, then go ahead and say it was me because I posted it.
No, I'm not. Miss Owens, you already
I love that she's like in a federal court and she's like, never mind. Just change that answer I said under oath. Switch it around. Like that's not going to be a problem.
Just say I did it. I'll take the fall for it.
It's just a little minor perjury and martyrdom.
Oh.
Testify.
I'm saying it was people who were friends of ours had said this is what you should do.
I understand.
And then as I say at the okay, well,
But-
I'm
No, you said that you indicated that there was one individual who wrote out this request for the donations, and that after drafting it, that person did not want to be associated any longer with the GoFundMe due to what you call a smear campaign. I need to know the name of that.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. I need to know the name of the individual who wrote this donation request. I know you're trying to resist it. I know that person doesn't want to be involved, but they are involved. So you need to give me the name of the individual, please.
You can physically hear Jennifer trying not to say, I don't have the crayons to further dumb this down. How can I further communicate in dumber words to you what I want?
I'm telling you. They are involved. Like and this is the thing that people don't seem to understand. Like whenever you're doing shady shit and you're getting called out on it, you got those names have to be given. You can't just go, oh well, they want to be kept out of this. That's not how it works. If you wanted them kept out of this, then you should have kept them out of it.
Yeah.
If they didn't want to be involved and all of a sudden it's just like, oh, I don't want to be involved in this. Sorry, it's a little too late. You can't roll back the bad things that you've done or the good things that you've done. You can't roll those back and say, that really wasn't my fault. The guy that's, opening up the bay doors on the B-52 and dropping, the big A-bomb is just as liable as the person that ordered him to do it. And you can't say, it's like the guy that's telling you to do it, he has to take full responsibility for it.
All I'm imagining is Laura and Jan sitting at the computer like those little cartoon, or those skits on TikTok with the dogs with their arms. So I'm just imagining them like having the dog at the computer and they're like, okay, you're typing this, Fido. Help Shaggy's dad. He's so sad. Just
Well, I finalized it. I'm the one that finalized it. This was informal. These were informal conversations about what should be said, and I finalized it. And it was informal conversations with more than one friend who suggested. So I finalized it. I posted it.
It's not the answer that you gave earlier. Now you want to change the
multiple
story.
friends. Facts not in evidence, first of all, and second of all,
You
how did
already
a single
testified that
friend,
turn into multiple friends. You had a single friend that authored this. You already said you had a single friend that authored this. You can't just roll that back unless you're lying again.
No, Shizzy, continue. Just say I did it.
Yeah, just keep saying I did it.
Okay, so you're not going to give me the name of that individual, is that correct?
Well, because it was.
I don't want to know why. I'm asking, are you going to give me the individual's name, yes or no, that you said that originally authored this?
I'm saying put it on me. I'm saying I'm the one that posted it. I finalized it.
That's not the answer.
Put it on the Ritz.
Putting on the Ritz.
But that's not.
I posted it.
But that's not what you said. You originally said somebody else drafted it, and my question to you is: are you going to give me the name of the person that you testified a few moments ago initially drafted this donation request? Are you going to give me that name, yes or no?
I said that there were informal.
That's not. It was a yes or no question.
Okay, you know what? We will forgive Jan's debt, but she is going to have to be used to Noriega people out of things. Like the next time Iran wants to negotiate, they have to talk to Jan.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And if they survive that, then detente is on.
Jeez, Lord Almighty.
Or we're in World War III. I mean,
No, they would just end it right there.
pretty much.
To bark about. Thank you so much for sending the gift. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's awesome. She sent a husky. Oh,
Aw.
you. Ah. And if you guys are sending gifts, I'm sorry. I was so into this because it's so wild. Jen is killing me.
Conversations. I finalized it. That there were informal conversations, and at the last minute, it was like, no, I don't want to be a part of this. I can't put my family out.
Answer the question.
To be targeted by these people.
So who was that person that said that to you?
I finalized it.
No, who?
That's not what I asked you. That's just like.
Oh, at this point, I'd be like, I need the name. And every time she starts, and I hate when people do that. I would be reduced to the name. Like, I would go full Caesar Milan. I would be like, nope. Like,
Who was that? Who was that person? Hold on, let me finish. Who was the individual that said to you, "I don't want to be a part of this"? Who was that?
I don't want to give their name because, as I say, these were informal conversations. I was the one who finalized it. I'm taking full responsibility. These were informal conversations with people who said, these are the things that we ought to say, and this is what will touch people. But I finalized it.
Jan needed to know how to touch people. Well, I mean, okay.
Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Kate, Matt Red Queen. It was my daughter, Laura. Rosalind's like, Jan's obviously an old school con artist. Yes.
Just say Kaiser Sose. I mean, at this point, please, for the love of God, a joke answer would be acceptable.
Give me a name. Fuck it. Craft is just like, I said, give me a name.
I posted it, and I had administered the funds.
Right, but the reason that I'm asking for this, Miss Owens, is because it's important to understand what the intent was when this was drafted. And you initially said that a family friend drafted this, but it's apparent to me that you are not going to give me the name of that person. So I'm going to move on. But you are now saying that you're going to take full responsibility for the drafting and posting of this GoFundMe post and request for donations, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so let me ask you.
Wow, we had to spend 5 minutes just figuring that out. That's just...
See, I mean, by this point in the conversation, I would have realized that Jan is not answering my questions. I would have just said, Jennifer has much more patience than me. I would have been like, okay, we're having a deposition. I can keep you for 8 hours, and I will be ready for it on this day. It's obvious that you are trying to obstruct the course of justice, and I think we need to have this face to face. Well, but see, that's where. All right, now, and I know you don't like talking about the oh no, well,
crazy stuff because you're not up to date on a lot of the stuff. So, well, let's put it this way: Lynette had a deposition that she was supposed to show up to. At the last minute, she decided she wasn't going to show up, and they tried filing a motion for a protective order, and they were just like, no, this, and the judge. Finally, that was last month. She didn't show up. The judge finally issued an order. Your protective order is denied. It wasn't timely. You're supposed to be here at this hearing. If the hearing hasn't been held, then that needs to be held. They did reschedule the hearing or the deposition. She showed up to the deposition with Child and John Crook in tow. Put them in. Now, the reason they couldn't show up is because John Crook was the only one that could take care of the child while she was doing the deposition. but he shows up with the child at the deposition with her. She makes it through 2 hours of just trying to answer her fucking legal name. And after 2 hours, Randy has had enough of it and is like, I'm contacting the judge. And at that point, she gets up and leaves. And she thinks she's done with the deposition. She's saying, well, he said he was done. And so I left. That's not how it works.
No, that's not how any of this works, I don't think.
No, it's not over until everything is signed off on. Yeah, there's going to be more shit that goes down with that. And it's not going to be pretty.
Well, no, and again, these are the type of people that have done this, or this is not a behavior that happens overnight. This is many, many people and getting away with things for years and years. And that's going to make the fall all the harder. They have never been in a position where they haven't been able to talk themselves out of this.
Right. Yeah, they're getting bad. It's just and they just dig the hole deeper for themselves.
Yeah, the problem is that I don't even know what it's going to take for these people to hit rock bottom, because I keep a topical kind of look at what's going on. And part of me is shocked that the court is still allowing this ridiculousness and this drain of resources over and over again.
Well, the reason the court does is because they basically forum shop is the way that they're doing it. So, they'll file they'll do something screwed up in one court, then they'll move it to another court, and then they'll move it to another court, and then they'll move it to another court, trying to basically do the same thing. And they're just, from everything that I've seen, all they're trying to do is just drain Jeremy's resources. That's it. That's their whole goal, is just to drain his resources. And it looks like they're just doing it for fun because they got nothing better in their life. Their lives are that miserable and that boring that they'll just do it to drain resources. And that's why whenever the 2Ls was talking about, hey, I will, I'm going to sue everybody. It's just like, no, you're not. You want people to sue you so that way you can just drain more resources on them, because you're not going to file anything, because you don't have the money or the resources to do it. And you also don't have the energy or the intelligence. But go ahead, file it. I'm waiting. I've been waiting for 2 years now for you to file a lawsuit against me, L.
You tell me, what was the specific purpose of, and I need specifics, don't give me generalities. I want to know the specific purpose. What specific money were you looking to raise for what specific purpose from the GoFundMe?
There you go.
To get caught up on our mortgage at that point, and to pay down credit card bills, and to cover our expenses. We were at a point where I think we had just very, very little in the bank account, very little. It was a bad situation.
Okay, so
there's also the unreality that their bad situation, that they couldn't go to Macy's and buy whatever knickknack they didn't need, is different from trying to decide whether you're going to have gas or food, or, do I donate blood for, this or that? They have no concept of a bad situation.
No, they weren't looking at, what they're looking at is they're living within their means, and they weren't gaining, their bank account isn't growing. It's basically at the end of the month, they're flush, and they're not seeing, that bank account increase in any sort of money. They're just flush. And at that point you go, let's see, what can I cut out of my life that I don't need? I mean, my wife and I do this every single year. We sit down, we go, okay, where can we cut cut costs because we want our bank account to grow. So where can we cut costs? What things can we cut out of our lives that we don't necessarily need? And I think at one point we got rid of, because we had I think she had Dish Network or something like that.
Oh
And
yeah,
so,
yeah,
and that was expensive compared to changing over to like the local cable provider. And
yeah,
our local cable provider, the internet service, it was really crappy for the service that we were getting, so we could get it cheaper. It was like little things like this that,
yeah.
we go, do we really need this? Do we really need this? Okay, we're paying how much on this? Can we like rein in some of these expenses? Just once a year, we sit down and we go,
Yeah.
okay, what are we not needing?
Or, my husband and I will have quarterly or like, in the summer, okay, we've got this birthday, this birthday. Do we have this budgeted out? Oh, remember we've got, the plates, especially for those bills that are like once a year. Oh, remember we've got the HOA, biannual fee here, or the kids are going back to school, so we need to budget for this.
Yeah.
So I don't, what a privileged world to live in a place where you really didn't have to care about money for so long, that you got so irresponsible with it that you're in this mess. I mean,
Right.
most people will never have had that be their reality. And they're whining about this vast smear campaign and all of this.
No, Trish, that's the thing. Jack's mom, it wasn't that they couldn't buy food. And she said it right here that her bank account wasn't increasing. Like they were watching their bank account. It was basically the same amount of money that was coming in was going out. And so they weren't gaining any sort of advantage. They weren't saving for the future, what is how they planned. At that point, bankruptcy and doing a GoFundMe is not what you want to do. Like doing a GoFundMe is like your last ditch effort to save everything. That's
Yeah.
what those things are sent for. Those kinds of situations are whenever you've got, your house burns down and you're like, I'm staying with friends right now. If people can help out, here's a GoFundMe so we can afford to just get the work started on this, and
Yeah.
any little bit helps. That's what the GoFundMe is for. It's not, I'm not making enough money.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling that they're supporting Laura. I guess that is one expense that I would think, "Oh, we have to tighten up. Oh, well, we have an adult daughter who could go get a job."
Yeah.
And look, as the autism diagnosis, there are high functioning not officially diagnosed women that were missed all over the place. And you know what we do? We function. Get
Yeah.
over yourself, Laura.
Man, it's horrible. These people are like, I don't understand why somebody sets up a GoFundMe because, oh, well, I'm not, my bank account doesn't look like it used to. That's not a dire situation. It might be
Yeah,
dire for
no.
you because you realize you're not saving anything and you can't go like Mo said, go buy your little knickknacks at Macy's. Then cut out the spending.
Yeah, what a slap in the face to people who donated, 5, 10, because not everyone lives like this. Some people's fun money, some people's discretionary money is that $5. And, they sent this because maybe they really appreciate Ron, when he was being a DJ and he got him through some, hard part of
Right.
their lives. So what a spit in the face to realize that went to a Macy's bill.
Right.
And it's not going to be a smear campaign. It's going to be people who, donated and then find out this is what their funds went to.
Yeah.
It's not a smear campaign if you're righteously upset that you were told that this was going to, or the entire fundraiser alluded to this being, used for medical expenses, and then it was used for Macy's.
Oh, and Jay Buck is saying right there, Shizzy, my friend from high school, had a fire on July 9th, lost everything except his wife and kids and the clothes on their backs. He isn't doing a GoFundMe. Yeah, Jan is
Yeah,
disgusting.
and what you'll find in small towns, and this is the most amazing paradoxical thing, but the people that have not a whole lot, we had a family that had a fire here, and within hours, and I call it the old biddy network, but sometimes next door is good, because we got laundry machines if they need to wash stuff, we've got extra space, what do y'all need? And
Yeah.
and that's what happens in small towns,
And that's what they mean by it takes a village. Whenever they say, it's like you're happy to get along to get along. Even if you don't like somebody, you just sort of, get along to get along. But if, tragedy hits them, people will usually jump in there, and it's not because they're expecting it. They're not going out there putting their hand out saying, give it to me. They're truly, is a tragedy. Like this crap with the two L's raising, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars using a child's name. And then whenever it comes time to get the work done, they say, well, they didn't donate that money to you. They donated it to me for me to do whatever I want to do with it. That's some of the shadiest shit that I've ever seen in my life. And,
Yeah,
that they can sit there and try to spin it however they want to, but these are words that came out of their own mouth. It's not like, it's just, to me, the most disgusting thing, the most disgusting humans, and Jan is no different.
it's always ironic to me that I always assumed to be a con artist you had to be fairly intelligent. These people are proving me wrong.
I pinned him down and all he wanted was some shirts for his boys and a good can opener. Weird, huh? Hey, boys need a good can opener.
The posting mentions profound challenges arising from medical struggles suffered by Mr. Owens, correct?
I don't have the post here. I don't have it. So I'm relying on you to quote it.
Well, no. You just said you were going to take full responsibility for what was said in there and posting it. It's still up on the GoFundMe. You're aware of that, right?
Right.
Okay. So on your computer right now, are you able to pull it up while you're talking to me?
I don't have my computer with me right now.
All right.
No, I'm not in a situation where I have a computer.
Okay, so as the person who authored and is 100% responsible for the posting of this donation request, do you recall that the post referenced Mr. Owens' extreme medical troubles?
Yes.
Okay. So do you agree that the suggestion from this post was that you needed money to cover medical bills?
No, that was not. It was simply saying that he had.
I can't help that people took reference to the medical things that I cited and drew conclusions based on what I wrote. That's not my fault.
I'm gonna look this thing up. Let's see. Let's go look at the GoFundMe for it right here. Read more. Oh, here. We'll show it right here. Just so you guys can actually see this. It says, for nearly 5 decades, Ron Owens was the voice that guided, entertained, and inspired countless listeners on KGO 810. Today, the iconic call letters will be retired as they fade into history. It marks the end of an era, but Ron's legacy continues to resonate deeply in the hearts of those who tuned in day and after day for his wit, wisdom, and unwavering commitment to thought-provoking conversation. Today, Ron is facing profound challenges after living with Parkinson's disease for 23 years. His health battles have intensified. He has courageously faced not only Parkinson's, but also 4 bouts with cancer, most recently colon, and serious heart issues. These medical struggles have taken a toll, both physically and financially, on the man who has been a pillar of strength for so many. If Ron's voice has ever brought you comfort, sparkled meaningful conversation, or simply made you smile, now is the time to show your love and gratitude. This GoFundMe is an opportunity for us to give back to the man who gave us 48 incredible years of radio excellence. For every donation, no matter the size, will help Ron and his family navigate this difficult time. Where on here does it say, we need you to help pay our Macy's bill? We need you to help pay all this other
Shizzy,
stuff.
how dare you? How dare you read all of that and think it implies that this was going to be used for medical donations? It was only the 99% of what she talked about. I mean,
It's,
what
yeah, this
whomever
right
wrote
here
about.
is what it is. That's what they're saying.
Yeah. Also, she may not have access to a computer, but it's really cool because we live in a time that even though it lacks jetpacks and flying cars, we do have a small miniature damn computer in our pocket
Yeah,
with
but
access to Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi,
she's
if you will.
she's using that right now to talk to her. So she
To
doesn't
get,
have she can't
yeah.
get Ron's from him.
Well,
He's too busy
doesn't
playing
she have,
Candy Crush.
doesn't Laura and her have like 27 burner phones?
Yeah, probably.
Or is
Allegedly.
that Lynette? I can't remember.
Every-
People out here buying burner phones like it is this year's beeper.
I don't understand the burner phone. I hate talking on the phone in the first place. So it comes from a former job that I don't like talking on the phone.
Had extreme medical struggles, and that there were financial struggles as well. They were not tied together. It was simply saying that there were medical, that he'd had all of these medical issues, and on top of that was dealing with financial issues as well.
Okay, because
I don't think there's nothing in there that specifically says it was for medical bills.
Except for the whole fucking thing.
Those words strung together mean nothing, Your Honor.
Well, let's see. The profound challenges after living with Parkinson's disease, courageously faced not only Parkinson's, but 4 bouts of cancer, most recently colon, and the recent heart issues. These medical struggles have taken a toll both physically and financially. How does that not say that that's what it caused, was by all of that?
I mean, how dare you use the words that she may or may not have ghostwritten against her?
Funny enough, beepers are still more reliable. True.
Well, it doesn't say that, but it does say, and I will quote you, today, Ron is facing profound challenges. After living with Parkinson's disease for 23 years, his health battles have intensified. He has courageously faced not only Parkinson's, but also 4 bouts with cancer, most recently colon cancer, and serious heart issues. Now, this is the very important part here, Miss Naylor. These medical struggles have taken a toll, both physically and financially, on the man who has been a pillar of strength for so many. So you see how I tie the medical struggles to the financial? Because you say it right there. These medical struggles have taken a toll both physically and financially. So what did you mean by that when you put that in the donation request?
I don't have it in front of me.
Well, we have had, he hasn't been able to work, so he hasn't been able to do, financially support the family.
So his pension of $21,000 a month is not enough to support a family.
I love that Ron can't hoe the back 40. Like, we've tried to sell him out. He just will not do a hard day's labor no more.
I mean, he's really, really good at churning butter, but other than that, we can't use him for much of anything else. We just give him the butter churn and he just goes to work.
I mean, I know Ron is not innocent in all of this, but daggone. I mean, the man is still human. He's still alive. Yes. Parkinson just does not rob you of, I think, mental acuity. So to sit here is basically at this point, the GoFundMe should be help Ron escape from these 2 harpies before they suck the life out of him.
Yes. Yes. Well, I wonder if it's actually Parkinson or he's just scared all the time. Like, hurt me.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
But honestly, I would feel incredibly sad if I had worked so hard to keep this family to the level that they feel they should become accustomed, And I'm basically, well, he's worth more with the life insurance, really, and he can't go out to work anymore.
Yeah, but he does have a pretty fat pension.
Yeah, again, it's like he didn't have anything and he was a day laborer. There's a
Right.
different there's a different reality if your husband does construction or, a blue collar job and he gets hurt. That's
Right.
a different reality than they're living in, and they're acting like it's the same, and it's really gross.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking with one of my old bandmates because I keep in touch with them, and I was just like, so what's how's things going? You playing with anybody? What's going on? He was just like, I actually had to stop playing for a while, and he goes, my plan is at some point I'll go back to performing, but right now I just can't do it. I've got to make as much money as I possibly can while I'm still able to, because he doesn't have any sort of, pension plan that's going to happen for him. He's self-employed. He's been self-employed for the past 20 years, building, refinishing furniture, and he's really good at it. And so, it's just like I need to focus on making, like, every hour that I spend has to be working on this. And I'll go back to performing again at some point. But right now I've got two kids that I want to put through college, plus, have something a little bit left over for retirement. My wife does what she can, but between the two of us, we're going to have to work. And so if he actually ended up with something like Parkinson's that made it where he couldn't work, he's got nothing, but Ron does.
Yeah, and Ron doesn't have to go through, I mean, he's gone through and he gets, or I think Jan gets Social Security, but he didn't have to go through the humiliating, long process of getting, approved for Social Security and
Hmm.
then, get whatever you're going to get. But it's not an easy process. It's not like, oh, well, you have Parkinson's. Here's a buttload of money from the Social Security Administration. You
No.
have to fight for that. It's not easy.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah, there is that.
Okay, so you're saying that as a result of these medical struggles, it took a toll on Mr. Owens financially to the point where you're saying he couldn't support the family.
Well, yes, I mean, yeah, that's part of it, but it's
that's
Okay, but
part of it.
at the time that this was posted, Mr. Owens and you were collecting at least $14,000 a month in pension income, correct?
correct.
Okay.
14,000 a month in pension.
If
Wow.
I know, like the we could put so much in saving, and I could still blow $1,000 a month on BS.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, huh? Like,
It it, it is mind-boggling. Like it's genuinely flabbergasting how this woman does not understand that these are astronomical amounts of money for most people. That most people will never comprehend getting 14K a month at
yeah.
any time in their life.
Yeah. Just coming in and
Basic passive income. I mean, that's the other thing.
yeah.
What they have squandered is monumental.
Hmm.
So let me and let me ask you: were there any specific medical bills that you intended to be able to pay using GoFundMe funds?
Not that I recall, but again, the way that it was phrased, the way that I recall it being phrased, it was not indicating that this was to pay for medical bills. It was that we had financial struggles as well.
The way that it was phrased made it sound like you were in financial problems because your medical bills, and that he was diagnosed with cancer 4 times. This caused the massive decrease in funds.
Yeah.
And you made it sound like there is no more money coming in. And you have to, you basically have gone down to the lowest that you can possibly go, that there's no way of ever recouping any sort of income.
Yeah, and again, what a blessed place to be where cancer treatment 4 times doesn't put you in financial hardship. I mean, sometimes one bout or even, possible testing will put families into actual financial medical debt that they have
Yeah.
to go to bankruptcy for. Again, it's just it's so gross when you know the people. It's not a proud thing. Most people aren't happy to go. They're reluctant to go to. They aren't using it as a get out of doing massively stupid things financially free card.
No.
It's people
No.
that have had actual medical issues that really are dealing with the reality you're trying to fake.
Yeah.
It,
I mean,
that go to
it's like the bankruptcies for people that are going, I've given up, the 2 cars I had, we've downsized to 1 car. We sold off our house and moved into something smaller. And we're sort of crammed up on top of each other just to lower our payments. We've done everything that we're supposed to do. Like we've been financially responsible, but we're just not able to make it through this. Like we're at the risk of even losing the small house that we downsized to because, of whatever hardship. That's what bankruptcy is for. It's not for these people that go, I've got a multi-million-dollar home or property and I don't want to lose that. That's not what it's for.
yeah, it really isn't that. And the audacity, again, it astounds me that there are people this audacious out there that will think, you know what? Bankruptcy means me.
I think Ron just needs to get a butter churn. Just make butter.
So what you mentioned earlier is that you wanted.
You could milk Laura.
But this was
Ew.
also months before. This was 8 months before we filed for Chapter 13. This was to help us to try to avoid having to file for bankruptcy because we were in that kind of a difficult situation.
Okay, well, let me just back up. You mentioned that the GoFundMe funds you intended to use to pay your mortgage and pay credit card bills and get out of debt. That's what you just said a few moments ago, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so basically, what you're really telling me is that you were using the GoFundMe to clear yourself of debt.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
We said financial struggles.
But you were using
in the go.
But so what you're saying,
financial struggles.
right? Right, but I'm asking, really what you were doing was using GoFundMe to clear yourself of debt. You just said that, right?
We were using it to try to avoid foreclosure, to try to get caught up on our mortgage, to try to pay bills for financial struggles.
So just what you said, just what she asked you. Did you not hear what she said? You just don't like the phrasing is what it is. You were using it to pay off all of your credit card bills and pay off all your bills. And then she comes back and, well, it was for financial struggles to pay off our bills. That's what I just asked you.
Again, this is the part of human interaction that drove me batty, and why I honestly thought I might have been dropped here like in an ET thing, like my species, was on like a little zoo trip, and then they left me behind, because I'm like, what are we achieving here? What is going on here? It is obvious that this person is not having a conversation with you. They are having a pontification separated by you speaking. No one is achieving anything here. Please, can we all go home?
I love that. They're pontificating separated by you speaking. I love it, Mo. That's so perfect.
Yes, that's what GoFundMe is for.
Well, typically, isn't it used to help people pay ongoing bills that they need to be able to pay, to pay rent and to pay for groceries? Hold on, somebody is on the line. Is there somebody with you in the room, Ms. Naylor, behind you that is talking?
Absolutely not. Just
Okay.
you.
It's just you, the two of you? Okay.
Hillary Clinton.
I need everybody to mute their phones. So everybody listen. You need to mute your phones. Somebody has their phone unmuted.
So, I mean, in the end, it's unlikely. I mean, other than your one weird case, I don't ever remember if a late file or appointed. Anyway.
Okay. Hold on one second.
The phone call is coming from inside the office.
That's how rare it is. We think how young we were when we had sex. Just together.
Not what you want to have put out there on the internet, but just think of how young we were when we were. Just think how young we were when we had sex. This is probably somebody in her office. She's railing them like, "What the are you doing?"
I know, but this is Jennifer. If you ever want to give up working for the feds, it might not be as lucrative, but you are getting good training for being a streamer.
Oh God. I love it. I love it. This is why Jan wanted the bachelors to stay with Laura. They could pass that financial responsibility on to him.
Oh, that is a dowry no one's going to take.
Oof.
Oof.
You're running back to
Okay, I think I took care of the problem. Okay, so but the bottom line is that you were saying that you wanted to pay past debt, including credit card debt, right?
Well, yeah, because if the credit cards weren't paid, we wouldn't have, the opportunity to continue to pay for food and basic expenses.
Well, like, for example, one of the credit cards that you deemed it necessary to generate funds from a donation through GoFundMe was Macy's. You thought it was essential to get donations to pay your Macy's bill?
I mean, this is where I would go full crazy. I'd be like, have you ever thought about why the Vatican asks for 10% tithe? I mean, does anyone look at their IRS statements? No, because they're a 501c3. So I would like to look at the Vatican's full books before you look at me. I'd go full snob sit.
I'm asking, no. Hold on. You have to answer my questions, Miss Naylor.
He reduces you to the
You have to answer my questions, Miss Naylor.
Asking you, did you think it was necessary to ask for donations through GoFundMe to pay a Macy's credit card bill?
We didn't ask for donations to GoFundMe to pay a Macy's bill. No, we did not.
However,
you used it to pay your Macy's bill.
Reality is a weird thing.
That's what you used. Hold on. However, you admit that you used GoFundMe funds to partially pay a Macy's credit card bill.
No.
No?
We had pension and Social Security money. We had pension and Social Security money that also came in that month that would have been used. So
yeah, we didn't use the GoFundMe money to pay for it. We used the pension money to pay for it. It didn't matter. It was coming out, this or that, one of those buckets.
Yeah, this would be really easy to tell if you had a dedicated account for the, GoFundMe funds, and then you didn't intermingle between 8 accounts with like Western Union or whatever the hell it is.
See, my wife runs her business. Okay. I don't run her business. My wife took out a PPE loan. Okay. The government PPE loan during the whole COOF thing. Okay. The reason she did this, according to her, was just in case. Yeah, that just in case turned into like a $25,000 bill out of her business that she had to pay back out of money that she never used. She basically put it in an account, got the loan, put it in an account. It was there in case things got worse. And things never got worse. She never lost a step. if I would have had any say so in it, I would have had a conversation with her before she did it. What is the amount of payback that you're going to have to pay on this? Because they just don't give you money for free. You got to have to pay. Is it that you just pay it back dollar for dollar? But no, there was interest on it. So she basically paid the government to give her money that she never used. Yeah, I was a little like that. Next time, you know, I'm not running your business, but next time, consult with me before we do something like this. Just please, because I have questions. You know, just I don't know. Being on my own since I was 16, I've sort of learned to, you know, manage money coming in, money going out. It's not hard. But no, using it to pay a Macy's bill, no.
To pay a Macy's bill of whatever it would have been. I have no idea what it would have been, but not a sizable amount. We did have pension and Social Security money that would have paid for that, and we did not ask for GoFundMe money to pay a Macy's bill. No.
Okay, well, do you recall
bill.
Last week providing me with a document entitled Accounting of GoFundMe Funds?
Yes.
And who drafted that?
I did.
Okay. So, and that was just last week that you gave that to me, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So, on item number 3, I don't know if you have a copy of it in front of you, but item number 3, and you can look at this after we're done, but item number 3 says, itemized list of, quote, necessities payments for the calendar year 2025. Do you recall having listed that in your accounting of the GoFundMe funds?
Yes.
And one of the credit cards that you list here as being a necessity, you made 10 payments to Macy's. It's on your GoFundMe accounting. Are you denying now that you used GoFundMe funds to pay a Macy's bill when that's what you said in the accounting you gave me last week?
I was being transparent in terms of showing you what monies had gone out of our main checking account and what they had gone to pay for. If I hadn't included that we had paid Macy's bills, that would have been incorrect. But did
No. The heading you used was accounting from GoFundMe.
Yes.
Words mean things. This is why I can't deal with people, because they say words but don't mean them. And then I spend 15 minutes trying to figure out what the hell they're actually trying to say, because they're not saying the words that should be coming out of their mouths, which was, look, to be real with you, Your Honorness, we couldn't put our daughter as a fuck up on the GoFundMe.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have generated any sympathy, so we went with Ron.
Yeah. Yeah, Laura Owens swallowing a couple of loads doesn't really draw as much money as, you know, Ron's shaky hands.
we asked for GoFundMe money for Macy's? No. Did we have Social Security and pension income that had covered that? Yes.
Well,
so I was trying to be very transparent in terms of showing exactly everything that had been paid out of our account and, everything that had gone in.
Well, that's actually incorrect, because I have your bank statements, and there was a lot more money going out than the payments that you list on the GoFundMe accounting. You picked specific payments in your accounting of the GoFundMe funds that added up to $144,000. So you did not itemize all the payments that went out of all of your accounts, correct?
No, I thought, you had said that it would be difficult for you to try to look at all of those. I had tried to give you absolutely everything and be as transparent as possible.
I understand that's what you were trying to do, and I appreciate.
This was her cherry picking. And she's like, you know what? A necessity sounds like Macy's. And she was picking the best of the bullshit they bought. This is her cherry picking the best stuff. Dear God. To be a fly on her dimension wherever she lives.
So right. Derek's like, they went with fraud. Didn't pay back a penny.
The fact that she keeps using the word transparent like it's a a totem or some kind of like magic spell in D&D. I was
Yeah.
transparent. 20 health points, increased agility and perception. It's- just because you say it doesn't mean you are it.
Oh, oh, Mo, 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 Mo. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine being this ignorant. I really, really
I go
can't.
back to my past analysis. This is pontification separated by questions that are not answered.
I mean, I'm so, I mean, it rattles my brain in the worst possible way because I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. You are this stupid. But what I do have for you guys, because I'm weird like this. I sometimes do like stupid things. And I think today would be a good time to do a really stupid thing. And in that right there is going to be giving you guys a little bit of music that I wrote that's for the Laura Owens album. And then we're gonna send everybody over to go harass Tug and Megan, and I'm sure that they're gonna have something really interesting for us. And of course, as always, I've got the tunes to back it up. And I played a little bit this for Mo, and Mo thought it was pretty good. So enjoy.
She said she traumatized, but kept her jaw unlocked. Hey, freaks like her don't need trials, just try by.
Let's get disrespect. She a freak with a fake bum belly. Said I'm the mama, but her throat too jelly. No fetus, no cramps, no birth and tail. Just a pregnancy hoax and a throat full of mail. Said he used me, nah.
You wrote for views, gagged on lies like they came in twos. Claimed a miscarriage, cried for the gram, but we all saw you deep throat the scam. Catch me on the court steps, freaking out loud, sucking up pity from a courthouse crowd. No case, no kid, just a throat on tour that swallowed his name and came back for more. She ain't the mama, just a meat in the middle.
Swallow truth like nut on cute. Then called it trauma with a Christian view. Said she's pregnant from head, not hips. Now she birthing lawsuits from cum-drenched lips. Bent over IG with a halo glitch. Tongue out begging like a bailiff's bitch. Play pro-life with a porn star flair. Only neighbor she had was riding there.
They said, where's the baby? She said, in spirit. But the only thing stretching was that esophagus. She ain't crowning, she's gagging, baby. Save the epidural for your next OnlyFans drop. Catch me on the court steps, freaking full tilt. Swallow more lies than the case she built. No belly, no bum, just a wet ass tail of a chick who fakes trauma and spits out bail. Fake baby, real throat, zero shame.
She ain't showing, just blowing off steam. For lady, old queen of the courtroom scene. Said she was due, but delivered cap. Now sucking justice off a snapback lap.
From fake peach sticks to falsified pain, she'll swallow the truth and call it a stain. She's not the mama, just drama and lace with a throat so blessed it should plead the case. She said she's broken, nah, just overused. Her gag reflex should testify under oath. Catch me outside, she moaned, and the court said gladly.
I'm so bad, Mo. I'm so bad, but I do have a lot of fun doing this kind of stuff. So you know, that's what you get whenever you come over here. And we will be here tomorrow, of course, tomorrow night, probably covering more of this, and maybe even Wednesday. We'll see if we are able to get through it in 3 days.
I
Everybody,
don't know. Good night. Someone needs to send Jennifer vodka, just all the vodka in a silly straw. I don't know how she does this sober.
well, she's doing a good job. I mean, she's
Oh
really
yeah.
hammering her on this. I had no requirements to pay you back the PPP loan. Now I get 87 SBA loan calls all day. Jeez. Oh, I made a discretion throw. I decided to hide from the stick and does watching me roll in one detection. Yes. All right, guys. We will see you later.
Oh, you thought I was done, bless your heart. But I'm still living rent-free, it's a work of art. Call me daddy, call me Papa Nut, call me the GOAT. You're paddling upstream while I'm running this boat. You say, I don't care, yet you're glued to the screen. Bathe in my glow, you're so unclean. Your shade like a breeze, it's barely a draft. I'm the Picasso of roasting your ass. You say you're over me, oh how cute. But here I am, still the star of your loop. You're my biggest fans, don't even deny. So grab some popcorn when daddy goes live, 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 live. Call me daddy, daddy, daddy. Yeah, shout it loud. You're a mental midget while I stand proud. Papa Nut, Shizzy, daddy, headline act. Your background noise and it's just a fact. Call me daddy, daddy. Let's face the score. You hate that you love me, but you keep wanting more. You're like a dog chasing cars, you don't know why. You don't know why. But here you are barking while I touch the sky. While I touch the sky. Your comments are gold, such comedy gold. Who hurt you? Oh wait, it's me, I'm told. You're keeping tabs like an unpaid intern while I'm cashing checks. When will you learn? Your timeline's a shrine to every move I make. I'd say thanks, but you're a nasty skank. Oh, Shizzy's washed up. Yeah, sure, Jan, yet here I am, the centerpiece of your plan. You hate, watch my stream every damn night. That's why, kiddos, I'm still shining bright. Call me daddy, daddy, daddy. Send in your bread. I'm living rent-free in your effing head. Papa Nut, Shizzy, daddy on your brain. I'm your mental landlord, you wanna complain. Call me daddy, daddy. Let's keep it real. You hate that I'm winning, but you love how it feels. Oh, I'm sorry that I break your streak. You tried to ignore me for like half a week, but daddy's too spicy, you can't look away. I'm the train wreck you need every single day. So while you're out there rich, you're trying to chase cloud, I'm here sipping coffee watching you freak out. You're irrelevant, wow, what a take. Now go rewatch my vids and I count how much I make. Call me daddy, yeah, own it now. I'm rent free your brain and you don't know how. Papa Nut, Shizzy, daddy, let's set the bar. I'm bigger than life, you're a burned out star. Call me daddy, embrace your role, cause I'm the main character, you're just a troll. So here's your bedtime story, kids, sweet and snug. Shizzy daddy's forever if you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Papa Nut, your mental king. Oh wait, you will see me tomorrow, same obsession, same thing. Call me daddy, yeah, own it now. I'm rent for your brain and you don't know how. Papa Nut, Shizzy daddy, let's set the bar. I'm bigger than life, you're a burned out star. Call me daddy, embrace your role, cause I'm the main character, you're just an old raggedy ass burned out troll. So that's your bedtime story, kids tucked in sweet and snug. Shizzy daddy's forever, you lose and you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Papa Nut, your mental king. Oh wait, you will see me tomorrow, same obsession.